How come when you're playing soccer, the clock goes up instead of down? And why does it never stop? The reason is actually a lot simpler than you think, but aesthetically, I still don't like it. The reason they do it is just because they don't want to ruin the flow state that the athletes are in. They want the game to be uninterrupted. They want everything to flow naturally. There's nothing that took out any momentum, nothing that stops someone from doing something. Yes, that's why people have an issue with the hydration breaks, but the difference is it's hot as hell down here in Miami. These guys need to take a break. But that is why people have an issue with it, because it does ruin the flow that people don't want ruined. Not only just that, it's easier for the referees to track it because they can timestamp it at the exact time it happened, not at 3:32 p.m., 12 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. They know exactly when it happened. It happened at the 112th minute of the game. In turn, the clock is counting because it's counting the entirety of the time that the game is going on, including when they're throwing the ball in from a foul shot, including when they're going into penalty. They keep the whole thing going because that is all one aspect of the game. But that's also the reason why they have a 90-minute regulation, but they add extra time because they're adjusting for the time that other things were going on. Yes, it is a lot easier to just insert an extra 6 minutes knowing that from start of 0 to 90, there was a total of 6 minutes where we were not playing soccer. We're going to add that time back onto the clock. When you put it that way, it makes sense.
The reason why I don't like it aesthetically is because it isn't a normal thing I see. All the other sports go from the big number down to 0, whereas soccer or football is the only one that actually goes from the opposite way. Plus, just from a satisfaction standpoint, no one's going to sit there and be like, yeah, he scored a goal at the 112th minute and 36th second of the game. It sounds a lot cooler to be like, yeah, he had a buzzer beater with 2.8 seconds left on the clock.
But ultimately, it is just for the sake of time management, making sure things are accurate, and not ruining the flow state. So in conclusion, now you know why the clock doesn't stop and why it counts up. So if you didn't know, now you know.